Hello, everyone, and welcome to 11 Foot Pole, a tale of high adventure. We are in the midst of Gavin Norman's Hole in the Oak, and I am joined on today's show by.
Who is that?
That's you, Darren.
All right.
Oh, that's me. By Darren, I'm playing Karis, a first level hunter.
The cleric.
Boy. Then I am Jason, and I'm playing Naroth, the first level cleric.
The elf.
I'm Matt. I'm playing Veritan, the first level elf.
AP playing the dwarven contractor slash adventurer Orgus Runemain.
So when we last left off, you guys had explored a little way through the north passage in the Hole in the Oak. The promise of the river is supposed to run close to the magic sword you're looking for, but it's also supposed to be full of ghouls. So you guys followed that sound, went up there, and Naroth effortlessly sent the ghouls scampering away from his.
To be honest, I think Naroth was kind of like, "Wow, I can't believe that worked."
Yeah. That's always what you want to hear from your healer in the party after he does anything, right? Wow, it's like your doctor, Wow, I can't believe that worked.
It was like a Gomer Pyle moment.
We are first level.
Yeah.
We are
that's
first level. The first time,
You're not wrong.
Say, how much ghoul turning you think I've done?
This could be your first time, but
So, Glenn, the river here,
mhm.
if we want to explore, we pretty much got to get into the rowboat and go up or down stream.
Yes, but before you can, right after he turns those undead, you hear a cry of pain from behind you.
Uh-oh.
Remember I told you about a half-eaten body on the sand? The half-eaten body is attacking Sir Dieter from behind.
Okay, so no more turning
boy.
our backs on the dead bodies.
The half-devoured corpse. He hit Sir Dieter.
Uh-oh.
A very palpable hit. All right, so Sir Dieter cries out in pain. And you guys all hear that. Let's roll for initiative again. JP, you still want to do the honors? I got a 4. A 3? All right. So these guys continue running. They go around that turn in the corner, off to who knows where. Sir Dieter turns to face this thing, and it tries to get another bite out of him. That's another hit.
Wow.
That's max damage again. All right, the old man is hurt. Yeah. The old man is hurt. So, you guys, are any of you moving?
What's the order there?
Yeah, I'll move towards you.
Can you not see? You got to click on my face so that my...
we can see it. It's just we're all kind of together.
Yeah, we're all there together. I can't quite tell who's who.
Regulated.
This is Darren. This is Jason. This is Matt. And this is JP. Does that help?
Yep.
And this is Sir Dieter.
Yeah.
Oh, and Sir Dieter swings back. Hits. All right. Are any of you guys moving?
Orgus is going to stay in the rear and kind of watch those ghouls to make sure they're
okay.
Yeah, I'll move forward with I got my sword and my shield.
All right. Who else?
Am I able to attack?
Yes, you will be. But we got to do the movement phase first.
I'll just, I have my bow out, so I'll just go ahead and shoot.
Okay. Jason?
Good question. There's nowhere for that thing to go if I turn him, right?
That
Or
is
can
true. I mean, he can move back, but he can't go very far.
Well, they came out of the water.
He was on the
Go
sand.
back in the river, I guess.
He was on the sand when you guys came in.
Okay.
The whole plan of the ghouls was to let you guys get past them and then have you trapped here where they can fight you to death.
Okay, tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall back a little bit and prepare my my sling.
Okay? All right, so melee. Matt.
Yes. So I got to roll a
Roll a
20
d20.
sided, right? A 10.
10 misses. Ranged attacks.
Of course it does.
Darren and Jason.
18.
That hits. Roll your damage.
Nice.
3.
He's badly hurt. Jason, what'd you roll?
Finish him.
A 13.
13 hits.
All right. What's so with a sling it's like a 1-4, right?
Yeah.
It's probably nothing much. Okay, we're gonna do this.
It might be enough.
4.
3. I got 3.
3's enough. All right, so this thing is clawing at poor Sir Dieter. It's up inside his shield, and it's just clawing across his chest. He manages to stab it with his sword, back it off enough, and then this arrow and this sling bolt hit it in the head, and it falls over dead. He gives it a couple more stabs to make sure it's going to stay down. He's like, looks like you missed one there. Fortunately, my sword play was too much for it. Thanks for the assist, lads. Yes. Well, listen.
You're welcome.
So if it's an undead and we stab it to death, is it finished?
Oh, yes, very much so. This is how we deal with these things where I come from.
Okay.
In my knightly order.
So,
Known for our slogan, you have to risk it for the biscuit. It's not our only.
Sir Dieter, if you don't make it out, is there another guy we could take the
Wow!
sword and shoot for the gold pieces?
Wow. Well, it's a bit dark. To be honest, I realize there's a possibility this might be my last hurrah. I would just hope that you would take it to the. Damn it, Darren! Make me look everything up. No.
Risk it for the biscuit order, and then we'll return our receipts in there. Where?
No. I have it right here. So the capital city of the entire empire is called Altdorf. I'll show it on a map a little bit later. And there's a chapel there. There's where my knightly order is based from. Yes, I was hoping to take it there. So yes, if you felt so inclined and you wanted to take it to the abbey and tell them what I had done, the chapter house of the Knights of Sigmar's Blood. Did you write that down so I don't have to look it up again? The chapter house of the Knights of Sigmar's Blood. It's there in Altdorf. It's on page 111 of the Altdorf source book. Yes, that would be wonderful. Although I have to admit, I do have a sneaking suspicion that if I don't survive and you lads do retrieve the sword, that one of you would start using it in the adventures to come. So as long as you spread my fame and so forth, it'd be
Okay.
a good remembrance of me. You could say you were my squire or something like that. What?
Sure. Why not?
So, traveling on this river seems like a slightly dicey proposition. I mean, our boat is basically just an index card. Dungeon Master doesn't even have the resources to get a decent boat miniature.
The dungeon master is sure, as we look, that there's not another ghoul body in that pile of bones, right?
Oh, you're going to look in the pile of bones. Now that I'm talking like him, I can't quit.
This be a good time for us to mention our Patreon so we can get some funds raised for.
Please do.
For our DM.
What is that? What is that address?
Order, but it's flux right now, so we will next episode or in the
just go over to Patreon and search 11-foot pole. I guarantee you it's going to be the right. It's going to be the right one. Throw us a few bucks so that I can buy a decent boat miniature to show here on the tactical map. Darren, that is Karis. You look through the pile of bones and driftwood and discover a sack containing. Are you ready to write?
Sure.
324 gold pieces. A ruby worth 800 gold pieces. 5 black opals, each worth 200 gold pieces.
Wait, I'm sorry. Black hole 5, each worth 200.
Mm-hmm. And something most interesting, the rest of you kind of gather around to see. He takes this bag out of this pile of bones. He's looking through it. It's got a bunch of gems in it. It's got some cash, and all of your eyes turn into dollar signs, because as you know, in OSE, bringing treasure back is how you get experience points, right? Oh, speaking of which, that demighoul was worth 10 XP, so that's 2 apiece. Don't forget to mark down your XP bonus. Actually, you get them for the ghouls too. So somebody get their calculator app out. 85 divided by the 4 of you.
21.
21 apiece?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So everybody has 21 more experience points. But Darren, the most interesting thing in this bag is a crystal dagger. So you pull this thing out, and it's like a regular fighting knife, right? It's got the typical like wood handle wrapped in hide, and like a silver pommel and crossguard. Well, not silver, but a steel pommel and crossguard. But the blade is like made out of silver, or is made out of crystal. The blade is made out of crystal, and it almost looks like a flint dagger. You know how you like chip it to get it into the shape that you want? It looks like it was crafted like that, right? Like the crystal was shaped with a striking stone. Okay? But as you look at it and you kind of, swing it around and stuff, I mean, it seems to you like it is not fragile.
Show it to our esteemed cleric who's from the Order of the Anti-Dead. Can he tell anything about that?
Naroth, roll, take 4 away from your intelligence and then try to get that or less on a D20.
All right. Nope.
Veritan, you're an elfin man. You can take 4 away from your intelligence and try to get it on 20 or less.
Yeah, good luck with that. Nope.
It doesn't seem to bear any markings like that. It's your cleric has never heard of crystal daggers of the vampire lords or anything. It doesn't have any markings on it or anything like that. It's just a weird one of a kind crystal bladed dagger. Who takes it?
Do any of us use a dagger normally?
I can't use one because I can't use an edged weapon.
Okay. And Matt, you and I both have swords, right?
Right.
And JP, you're a hammer?
A hammer, but I'll take a dagger if nobody wants it.
Heck yeah.
Okay. We'll let JP hang on to it right now.
Actually, I already had one, but I'll just leave mine in its place.
And then when did we decide with treasure like that, it makes the most sense to kind of equally divide it by 4 for the encumbrance piece?
If that's totally up to you guys. Like if you want one person, just throw all that stuff in their backpack, or if you want to divide it now, you have time. Mark off another turn on the torch. Whoever's tracking that.
Well, yeah, I was going to ask you that. We're good. All right.
So it'll take another turn to like split up all the gold and all the coins and gems, or you can just throw them in your pack and split them up later. What do you guys do?
Later. Yep. Later.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, does Dieter look like he's dying?
Or turning into something?
Yeah. I mean, how beat does Dieter look?
You reckon he's down to about half of his normal hit points. He's wrapped the wounds in cloth and stuff to get the bleeding to stop. But you know, he's not as young as he used to be, and yeah, he looks like he took a hit.
Is there any? I'm not up on ghouls. Is there any reason to think of kind of a infection or something that would turn Dieter because of that bite?
Neroth, roll a d20 and get your intelligence or less.
That's a really good question.
They've
Got
got
one
paralysis.
word.
I think.
Wait, what?
Got one.
Don't they
All
have
right.
paralysis?
Yeah, so you know that there is such a thing as ghoul fever that can be passed through the bite, and that they can paralyze you with their claws. But this one did not bite Sir Dieter; he just clawed at him. So you don't think he's going to develop ghoul fever. But you confirm Karis's suspicion that there is such a thing as ghoul fever that turns you into a ghoul if you don't recover from it.
All right. Well done.
So, you guys take a look at the boat, and you feel like up to 3 PCs can fit comfortably in the boat. The stream flows this direction, okay? So it flows east. And looking downstream, you can see another sort of beach or another sort of opening in the cavern wall, and it's only about 20 feet downstream from where you guys are. Past that, the underground stream just continues into darkness, and you don't see anything to the northwest where it's coming from.
So if we went across, we'd have to like ferry 3 of us over, have somebody bring the boat back to get the other 2, and then take a second trip.
It's the wolf and the sheep thing.
There's a sack of treasure, there's an NPC, and there's 4 player characters. Yes, or if any of you are carrying sufficient rope, we could probably pull the boat back with rope.
Argus has rope.
Okay.
I like your pluck, gentlemen. Who should we send first?
Who's in the plate mail?
Well, I'm wearing plate mail.
Yeah,
I like you 2 going first.
I don't want to be doing a lot of swimming, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Plus we're
We might
20
want to
feet,
divide
so
the two plate mail guys.
yeah.
Okay, wait, one at a time.
The 2 plate mail ought to be separated because that's a lot of weight to put in a boat.
Yes,
I'll go on the first boat.
Okay, I was thinking
This is
about we should
embarrassing,
split
I'll
us
go
up
on
too.
the first boat.
I was thinking splitting us up too because one of us could be with our bows on this side, and at 20 feet you'd
Right.
still be within range. So if you want to go
Right.
in the first with one of the plate mail guys, I'll stay here and cover you.
Okay.
Okay. Now the ghouls turned from me. I need to stay long enough to keep the ghouls from coming back.
no.
No?
They won't come back.
No,
They just
ran in terror.
they just completely
scared you.
it just says they leave the area. Like
Okay. Fine.
yeah.
All right, then climb aboard.
It's kind of like you're Batman and they're just average Gotham men at arms, thugs. They ain't coming back to check on Batman.
All right, so up to 3 PCs can fit in the boat. Characters in heavy armor must make a dex check to get into the boat. If the check fails, they fall into the water and are swept away.
Oh, jeez. This is serious.
Wait, should we tie the rope to one of them first?
Well, oh no. Sir Dieter's
Get in okay?
Sir Dieter's dex is a 12, and he rolled a 13. So Matt, you jump in the boat. You guys are tying the rope to the boat and everything. Sir Dieter goes to jump in and just completely loses his balance, almost overturns the boat, and he falls into the water. Cold River runs from the northeast, swimming. The river is cold and fast-moving, making it dangerous to swim in. Characters have a 1 in 20 chance of drowning per round, 1 in 6 if wearing heavy armor. Oh, so he only has a 1 in 6 chance of drowning. So the boat almost capsizes, right? And Matt, you manage to right it, and you look back, and the old man is not in the boat. And downstream here, you see his head kind of come up above the water. I just got to not get a 1. Okay. So
5.
you see him like splittering and spluttering and trying to stay above water, and he goes under again. And then when he comes up, he's on that little bit of shore that you can see further down. He's kind of dragging himself out of the water like a bedraggled dog. Well, that's one way of doing it, lads. It's awful dark down here.
How about the second heavy armor guy do it? That way, if he goes swimming, we can all three, the rest of us can fit in the boat.
How long does it take? How long does it take to take plate off?
It takes like a turn. It takes a good long time to completely take plate off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because that's pretty crappy. A dex check of 12, man. I ain't lying. Nothing else I can do to make an advantage. Throw my shield in first.
Do you want us to tie a rope to you?
Can we?
Yeah, you can definitely tie a rope to him.
Yeah. We tie a rope to you, you guys get in the boat, and then if you miss, we'll just haul you back.
Yeah, let's do
and
that.
then we'll put you in again, and then once you get across, tie it to the boat, and then we'll haul it back.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's tie a rope.
All right, so you tie a rope around your waist. Matt, you're doing everything you can to steady this boat. You've got your legs spread out. You got your weight distributed, and so you
11 out of 12.
You rolled an 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right, you land in the boat, no problem. So you guys head downstream.
Yeah, since it's
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys come out. You guys come out in area 19, right, which is a hallway down here that leads south. Rushing River, Sandy Bay. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong place. Rushing River, Sandy Bay. Streaked with fish guts.
Fish guts.
There's a chalk scrawling on one wall that reads, "Feed the Fis," F-I-S, and then the rest is wiped off and smeared. So you guys, it looks like it used to say "feed the fish," but it just says "feed the F-I-S," and then the rest is smeared off. What the heck was that? All right.
All right.
That was
So
good.
you-
Falling down.
That was Sir Dieter hitting the water.
Wow.
All right.
You're already like, hey, if you don't die. I mean, if you die down here, just on the off chance.
Is there someone in the chapter house we turn our receipts into? Where do we go to get paid?
All right, so now it's just you two guys. You guys jump in the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're not wearing heavy armor, are you, Thorgus? So you
I
guys
am
are
not.
fine. No, you're not Thorgus.
I get in
Thorgus.
there quick.
You guys come downstream. Now you're all in this passageway, headed this way. Right?
Right.
Okay.
Right, sir.
You are correct, sir.
This hallway goes 40 feet. Breaks off left and right. There's a door right here, and the passageway continues in the opposite direction and turns south. Everybody turns and looks meaningfully at Veritan to see if he wants to listen at the door.
Door.
Sooner or
Oh,
later.
I got a stick.
Oh, you don't hear nothing.
It's a stick. I hear nothing
You hear nothing.
except the dripping off.
You're not even trying to listen at this point, are
Roll
you?
roll a d20 and get your intelligence or less.
I'm sorry,
I
you
got
doing
a
that?
10. And yep, I did it.
You
you talking
smell
about me?
that same unpleasant smell again.
I'm starting to think it's me.
You do a subtle pit check. You're like, no, it's not. It's weird.
Yeah.
That sinus infection.
Yeah. Nope, you don't think that's it.
Does anybody else think that feels like there's a nest of something nearby?
Yeah. I don't see the need to open a door that smells like rotting flesh.
Yeah.
I don't see the need to open a door that smells like Detroit.
It sounds like rotting flesh. I like that in kind of the wall of quotes for the campaign. The reason to open the door, it smells like rotting flesh. Yep.
Or like Detroit, believe me.
Yep.
All right, so you guys go left and then south?
Yes.
All right.
Although for us it's right. But
Close enough.
Yeah, I got that torch.
Really? Is it still reversed? I got to figure out how to fix that.
We just figured it was you.
Any of our legion of listeners who knows a lot about OBS besides my brother, I guess I could just ask my brother. It's
It
not
fixed last week.
I know. It's like so
Well,
one thing
maybe I was looking at it wrong.
I know I'm complaining about a free program, okay? But one thing I have to say about OBS is like you can't save or undo. Like I was trying to set up the cameras at the beginning of the session, and it went in the complete. And you can't just like hit undo and go back. It's like nope, you've changed it now. This is the new normal. I don't like that.
Sure.
All right.
Whoever made it never makes mistakes.
Please follow the link to our Patreon account in the comments below the YouTube video so we can send our DM to technical training.
Send me to OBS school. Yes.
This segment not brought to you by OBS.
Right? Yeah. OBS. It's free. What do you expect? That's their slogan.
It's free, so shut up about it.
It's pretty much. Pretty much. All right. This passageway opens up into a large and interesting room.
As someone that's in construction, you should know OBS is not free at all. Sorry.
I don't get it.
Isn't
That's
that
good.
particle board or something.
It's like
Yeah.
cheap particle board. Yeah, zero BS.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's no longer cheap. Yeah.
Let's see.
We really need to get a contractor service to really sponsor the segment.
Right?
If you find yourself in the deep forest trying to turn an ancient hardwood into a loot, reach out to your buddies at Home Depot.
Yeah, contact Russell Contracting. All right.
It's hardware.
So what you have here, the walls, ceiling, and floor, 10-foot high ceiling, everything's made out of stone blocks. Okay?
There's our statues.
Along this wall, I don't have enough minis to represent them, but there are actually 6 statues along this wall. Okay? Actually, I'm going to have to take these up because there's so many doors.
Once a day, they turn to gold.
Here. I'll use this to represent the statues because it's handy. All right. So there's this row of 6 statues, a little taller than life size, right? Sort of like 9 feet tall statues. 4 doors on the left, 1 door on the right, and then a hallway across from you. Who goes in? What do you guys do?
Can we tell from where we're at whether the statues are stone or gold?
They are definitely stone. They are definitely not gold.
Okay. Right now.
What's the advantage of them once a day turning to gold?
Well,
I think
I have a note that says there's a possibility if we broke a piece off, it might still remain gold after the hour. After it turns to gold.
maybe we could make camp in here and see what happens. Let's go in and take a look around, lads. Who's going in first? I'd do it myself, but my sucking chest wound is holding me back.
Veritan will go to that first door on the right and listen.
Okay.
Hey, he did it.
He did?
You got it too.
Okay, examining the doors.
Here's a voice say, "Don't open this door under any circumstance."
Hold on.
He hears nothing.
How could there be a door to 38, Gavin? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah. You don't hear anything, but you're sure that if there was something to hear beyond that first door, you would have heard it. You're sure.
Nothing over here, fellas.
Now what?
So I'm sorry. There's 2 doors, 1 on each side of the room.
There's
Or
4
those are
doors over
additional
here.
doors? Okay. Thank
There
you.
we go.
So there's 4 doors on this side, 1 door on this side, and then a hallway at the end.
We don't suppose the statues are like gargoyles and will come alive and attack us, do we?
You take a closer
We
look at
opened
them.
the wrong door. Sure.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at them.
All right. Examining the statues. So yeah, they are statues of previous kings of this part of the Reichland. Okay, so they're like people you would recognize, right? It's like Reagan and Ford and Nixon. Okay. The statues look like they've taken a beating over time. Half of Nixon's face is shorn off. And Darren, you discover. Damn it, Gavin. You find an old leather boot behind one of the statues. It's the left foot.
Wow.
We're gonna assemble something bit at a time. I love it.
You ever seen where like you buy Batman the action figure, but then you get like Killer Croc's left leg in with him? That's what you guys are doing.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah. You
right,
search enough rooms and you can create a Killer Croc suit out of this.
JP, do you have the glove?
I'll get the glove. Yep.
It said if you have the glove, you can put the boot with it. What? Did we just
Yeah, that's it.
We just lost
lose
JP.
Jason?
No, Jason is the one who's still with us. JP is the one we lost.
Okay. All right.
Here, I'll do this. I'll move it around. So when he comes back,
Ooh.
everybody's face is in the right place. All right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming there was nothing special about the boot.
No. I mean, it's just a
Okay.
a leather boot. Veritan, you listening to any more doors?
Yeah, I'll go to the one that's closest to me.
This
But
one
I
here?
don't hear anything.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 3.
You can just make out a faint rumbling sound. You can't make out what it is, but it's like there's a little rumble and then it stops. And then there's a little rumble and then it stops. It's like rhythmic, but you can't quite make out what it is. You tell somebody else to come listen at the door, or do you go to the next one?
Sure, if they want to
What
come
would-
listen. Hopefully they can figure out what it is.
What would be rhythmic down
Anybody else
here?
want to listen?
Sure. They don't have to go listen.
All right.
What do I need to roll?
A 1 on a d6.
A 1 on a d6. Nope.
Yeah, you kind of think you hear what he's talking about, but you can't make anything out either.
Just my belly.
Darren, don't you get a 2? Don't you get a 1 or 2?
I'm not surprised
Ah,
by things.
roll a d6. You're trying to get a 1.
I got a 1.
You can definitely make out that it is a deep snoring. It's like,
Isn't there a water? Or wasn't there a water dragon down here?
Yeah. Yes, somewhere. Yes.
that was a
That
rumor.
pretty water
That was a
dragon.
rumor that we heard, was that there was a dragon. You think this could be the breathing of a dragon? Huh. What a fabulous feat! Slaying a dragon for a group of adventurers or just getting started, or an old man at the end of his career.
Wow.
JP keeps
Fabulous
freezing. JP keeps freezing, and then he's gone. Then he unfreezes, and then he's back.
It must be a very small dragon. Well, the hell else?
The door.
Why?
Why is it
Maybe it's
small?
the back door. Maybe it's the back door.
The size of the door, of course.
Yes, I like the way you're thinking. Still, dragons have treasure. Dragons, claim to fame for any adventurer that destroys one. I'll tell you what, lads. I'm willing to risk my sucking chest wound in there if you are.
So Dieter, you don't have any clue as to where the location of the sword might be. There's nothing else you know
Yeah, it's just
down here
It's-
giving us.
there's in ages long gone, a group of knights came in here. A league of hunters and rangers that were protectors of the forest and the historical foes of reptile cults that plagued the land. There were these snake cults. There are hints that there was a battle between the White League and the reptile cults in this dungeon. At the time, it apparently was controlled by the reptile cultists. They lost one of their members here, and they buried him with his sword. So now I don't know exactly where. I feel like by now we've surely explored most of the dungeon, don't you think? What?
This may require the skills of a contractor.
Ha! Capital idea!
We were all thinking it.
Take the door off the hinges.
Thorgus, are you frozen or not? It seems that our contractor is frozen. We'll have to think of something else.
Well, I got my sword out. What the hell? You guys want to go in?
What the hell if there's a dragon in the next room? Sounds like a really bad rallying cry.
What the?
One of these. One. At least the door doesn't smell that we know of.
Well, for
Does
one,
the door
don't-
smell like?
I don't believe there's a dragon behind that door.
Okay.
I know.
Then you go first.
I will, indeed.
I know. I can. I don't mind going first because we'll need our healer. I might need the healer.
No, one bite.
All right, so
that was how my last character died.
I need one of you guys to open up the chat on the side of your window. Do you guys remember how to do that?
Yep.
Just to see if JP is like trying to desperately trying to chat messages to us.
No, nothing in there right now.
Okay, don't go in. No fighty dragony or anything like that.
Wait, I have a clue.
Right. Yeah. Use my
I just
dragon.
remembered something.
Use my dragon powder. All right. So you guys stack up on the door and open it up.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll open it up.
Area 25. Area 25 has a whole page to itself.
Oh,
boy.
goodness.
Oh,
Let's
yes.
push Torgus through first.
Rumble. Push Borges through. That's funny.
Roll a D to see whether we put
Wow.
Thorgus or Dieter through first.
Wow. With friends like you guys, really,
What does that mean?
it's something special.
Did we lose somebody else?
No, it's just
We lost
Thorgus
Nero.
keeps coming in and out.
And Nora, we lost Nero too.
Okay, I'm
There he
back.
is.
Okay. You're making
This
Tennessee.
is an omen.
You're making
This is the
Tennessee.
thing behind the door already screwed with us.
You guys are making Tennessee look bad. Okay, it's not a Tennessee thing at all.
Y'all are
What's
really
going
balanced down there.
That's it. Shoes. Have you ever heard of shoes?
Everybody get a look at what is beyond the door.
It's
Hey.
got a cave troll.
A hulking, mutated ogre kind of creature.
Oh,
It's in this room. I need just a minute to describe this place, okay? Because there's a whole page. As soon as you open the door, the stench of diseased flesh hits you in the face. All right? Like Houston on trash day. There's a filthy bed with a huge mutated ogre laying on it, snoring away. There's a wooden table and chairs, dirty plates and dishes. There's a
Close the door,
fireplace.
back away, look.
Okay. So back here are stacked up cages with what look like about halfling sized forms in them. Okay? Like halfling sized persons.
Frodo, no.
And as the light comes in from you guys opening the door, right? All the critters in the cages, all the little people in the cages come up and they have their hands on the bars like this and they're looking out at you, but they don't make a sound, right? And they've all got these long scraggly beards and it's kind of hard to see from here, but they look pretty dirty and pitiful, right? And they're in these cages. He's got this great big cook pot here, which isn't simmering now, right? But there's like soot marks on the wall and stuff from where he's kept it lit, and that's what you see.
How many cages would you guess?
You see 4.
So he's trapping those things and probably eating them.
Mm-hmm.
When you mutter that under your breath, one of them does this, yes, 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 and it's like reaching out between the bars and like pointing at the lock on its cage.
Well,
None of us can really pick locks, right? We'd have to break it.
They point at the ogre, and then they point at the lock, and then they point at you. They point at the ogre.
Sure.
Point at the
Point at the
lock.
lock. And they point at us.
And they make this motion, and they point at the ogre.
All right. And what if just spitballing here? We saw one sleeping and one standing, right? What if?
No, there's no. That marker is the sleeping ogre. There's only one ogre.
Oh, see, yeah. Okay.
He's asleep.
Got it.
That just shows where he is.
Got it. Okay. So we have a sleeping ogre.
Yes, this
Right.
hulking.
So the
Like as you look with your trained healer's eye, like this thing is like malformed and diseased. It has like weeping pustules on its exposed flesh, and it's got like an overbite, and it's just like the cast out mutated freak of the ogre tribe.
wow. Okay then.
It's got that toe fungus that's really hard to get rid of, psoriasis, anal fissures, all that stuff. I mean, it's a
So
bad.
so
our choices here, guys, to try to sneak the guys out from the cages, or to just kill the hell out of this thing, take as much swing at it before it wakes up.
Ogres are pretty tough.
especially in your first level,
But he is sleeping.
we'd probably get a surprise attack on him, maybe.
Yeah, we'll probably get at least one round, maybe 2 of free shots at him.
Yes, if we won initiative in the second round, that would be ideal.
My only issue is thinking the guys in plate mail can't really sneak across the room to where he's sleeping very well. That'd be my main concern.
Yes.
What if?
And the guy.
What? Well, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I don't necessarily want to wake him up, but what if the most quiet of us tried to sneak in and get his key or whatnot? If he wakes up, run back out the door to where the rest of us could like jump him.
Yes. That's the problem. If we try to sneak past and fail, we lose the advantage of everybody ganking him in the first round.
While he's asleep.
And it seems unlikely that the guys in cages are any help in this fight, right?
Right.
They all shake
Not
their
until we're
head.
out.
They all shake their heads
We're
violently.
useless. We're yeah.
And how is he laying in the bed? Does that? I mean, not that it shouldn't matter really, but how's he sleeping? On his back, on his side?
He's kind of curled up in the fetal position. He's got a pink teddy bear, and a nightcap.
We have a shot at the carotid.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
it's
you
not
know,
a
he's,
artery.
you know, you can
Yeah,
position
yeah,
yourselves around him. So listen,
Let's
here's the thing. Those of us who aren't in, well, we're only going to get the surprise attack if we're right next to him. You see, we can't move and get the attack during the surprise round. We've got to be up there.
we could put a volley of our distance weapons at a pre-round, and then the next round would be an open initiative round, right?
That is correct. Yes.
We could win the initiative, possibly. Yeah.
But
I
I
think we're
mean,
both-
me and my trusty longsword, I need to be right up there leading the charge. It's part of our chivalric code, don't you know?
Haven't we a spare dagger, as it were? Could that be thrown?
I mean,
Well,
I'm
the
not.
crystal one is that there's a shot that's really against that might do something against some of the undead critters, right?
Or the dragon, which would be my guess.
Yeah. Probably not this guy in particular.
I'm not much at throwing daggers. I don't know about Thorgus. Thorgus, are you frozen? Yes.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here. Okay, good, good. No, I think our choices are one of us tries to sneak by, or we all try to sneak in and gank him.
We just had someone who could pick locks.
Poor party
Yeah.
construction.
Yes, well, you know.
We have ranged weapons by two characters, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What spell does the elf have?
Do you have a spell at this
I
level,
don't
Matt?
think I don't think I have any spells at this level.
Good God, man! We talked about this like 4 weeks ago.
Hold on.
Don't you have a scroll or something?
He doesn't need a scroll. He's an elf. At first level, he gets one first level spell, man.
True that.
And I don't think I chose one.
Rather unfortunate. Seems like now might be a good
Worried.
time to know what your spell was.
What was that? Ogre slaying.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you, the first level spells you had to pick from were Charm Person, Detect Magic, Floating Disc, Hold Portal, Magic Missile, Light, Protection from Evil, Read Languages, Read Magic, Sleep, Ventriloquism, Shield. Now, the cool thing about Light is you can cast it on somebody's face, and if they fail the save, they're blinded.
Hint, hint.
We're
know.
on
What do you
air.
think?
I don't want you to take.
Light?
I don't want you to take 25 minutes to pick your spell since we're on air.
Let's do light. We'll blind him. Maybe we can get an extra round of initiative against him that way.
Got
That
sleep
sounds
with the
good.
sleeping ogre.
So
Yeah.
if you're doing that, are the rest of us charging him?
Hey, look, I'll be honest, Magic Missile's not a bad spell.
Yeah. I don't know anything about it. So
What's the damage on Magic Missile?
was gonna say it's something a lot more than an arrow at this level, is it?
Magic
One
missile
more,
inflicts a D6 plus 1 damage.
Yeah, it's basically his bow.
Yeah. So not a great trade.
Let's go with let's do the light. Let's do light. That way, maybe we can get an extra round of attacking on him.
If he fails his save, he's blinded for the duration, which is like an hour plus 10 minutes per level.
Oh, nice.
If he doesn't, he eats us.
If he doesn't, then we fall back on our swords and valor.
We can still attack him while he's sleeping, and
Yeah.
once he wakes up, hit him with the light.
Yeah. 2 ranged attacks, sleeping. Can somebody run in and
Well,
attack?
somebody could try to sneak in and get close to him. Basically, you have to roll a successful dex check. You'll have to roll. Why am I doing Sir Dieter's voice for everything? You'll have to roll your dex or less on a d20 to get up next to him. Okay? If you roll your dex or less on a d20, you're next to him, and then you get a free attack in the surprise round. So does anybody want to try to sneak in there?
Do both of you
Thorgus will do it if no one else wants to.
Roll a
wanna
d20.
send Thorgus and Dieter, and then the rest of us hit with ranged attacks?
So Dieter is in heavy armor. He
Yeah.
gets a -2 penalty.
And he was at like, what'd you say, 12? So he'd be 50-50?
You are correct. So you guys all look back, and Thorgus is creeping in. Thorgus, roll that d20.
That's a 1, so he does it.
All right. He effortlessly creeps up and is standing next to the giant. Next to
Thorgus
the
Thorgus looks back with a look of now what?
that kind of gives him a shrug.
Let's go.
So, in the Emperor's New Groove, when they're trying to poison Kuzco, and what's her name is trying to get the big guy to hit him on the head, and she's like, "Hit him on the head," right? Thorgus looks back like, "What should we do?" And all 4 of the guys in the cages are like, "Hit him on the head." All right, so is that what you do, Thorgus?
I do.
Okay, roll a d20. Add your attack. You probably don't get an attack bonus, but roll a d20.
Attack bonus be on that sheet. I'm sorry.
As a
I
first
got
level,
+1.
yeah, you like for your strength.
14.
14 hits.
Yeah.
Is
Finish
a
it.
Warhammer D6 or 3. Is there a plus to that?
I sure hope so.
Your strength bonus would apply.
Add your attack bonus to your damage.
Your strength bonus.
Said, do you add your attack bonus
No.
to your damage as well?
No, you do not.
No damage bonus.
Do you have a strength bonus?
Do?
There you go.
It is melee +1 strength modifier. Yeah. So that's 4.
Okay.
And he's dead.
His snoring stops, and he gives out a bellow of rage. All right, we're running short on time. Let's try to power through this. See what happens. All right. So during the surprise round, Veritan, you try to cast light on his eyes.
I guess it doesn't matter when I do it. So
Yeah.
Well,
might
go
as
ahead.
well.
I mean, it kind of matters. Matters to me.
Well, I'm thinking,
Yeah,
the
go ahead.
first attack I thought he was going to be asleep, but okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's in the process of waking up. But if you don't win initiative next round,
Well-
see what I'm saying?
And yeah. So
Okay.
Is it a D20 that I roll?
You don't roll anything. You cast the spell, and I have to make a save versus spells.
Oh, that's
My save versus spell is 16. So I have to roll a 16 or higher on this roll. And you guys can't see it. I need to do like JP and get a camera on my dice.
I had one of those a while back.
Right.
All right. So here's the deal, guys. A blinded creature, if the creature fails its saving throw versus spells, it's blinded for the duration, and it just says flatly, a blind creature cannot attack. Period.
Right.
Period. A blind creature cannot attack.
Hit
So,
him again.
basically, to save a lot of dice rolling,
We kill it.
you guys run in and mercilessly butcher this poor defenseless ogre that's never done anything to you, or as far as you know, to anyone else.
That's the Hobbit.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. All four of the mutated guys in the cages want you to finish him off. So you guys finish him off.
Okay.
I'm asking a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Sir Dieter's like, seems slightly, anticlimactic, but, So he's pitifully swinging his club around as you guys run in and run him through and finish him off. And as he hits the ground, you notice he does have a big ring of keys hanging from his belt. Oh, wait. Wait.
Uh-oh.
So before
That's
you
not
guys
good.
can finish him off, this is not an attack. He gets to use one use of his mutagenic breath. He breathes out a cloud of sparkling
Ew.
green and purple haze.
That feels like a breath weapon save.
You must roll
Say
versus
purple
breath
haze.
weapons. I hope you all wrote your saves down, Matt.
Yep.
So you will have a number that is your breath weapon save. You must roll that number or higher on a d20 or be mutated by my breath. Everybody roll and tell me what you get. Or tell me who fails.
Wait, you said that number or higher?
That is correct. You must roll that number or higher or be mutated by my breath.
I needed a 15 and got a 15.
Okay? Matt?
I'm mutated.
Thorgus?
If you can see it.
No, I can't see it. It's too small. What's it say?
That is
Oh, you got a 20. Nice.
Wow, is that your third nat
Does
20?
What about you,
Does
Jason?
his natural 20 save me?
15 or higher?
Yeah, what'd you roll?
I'm not telling.
Yeah.
No, so
Someone
mine
can
is
borrow
a-
7 of mine.
So wait a minute. I want to figure out why I wrote -4 beside my saving throws. So I have saving throws. Mine is a 16. I rolled a 15.
Okay.
Would there be any reason why I would have made that notation that you can think of -4?
Yes. It probably has to do with your. What's your highest stat?
The highest stat is wisdom, 16. I bet that's what it is.
No, that gives you a +1 on magic saves. Oh, because you were
Sleeping in the
exhausted.
wilderness?
You were
Yeah,
you
sleeping
were
in the
exhausted.
Yeah,
So
so
what is
there's
it?
no me thing.
Oh, that's right.
You're
I was
exhausted. So you didn't miss by 1, you missed by 5.
Got it. Okay, so I'm mutated. All right.
All right, so everybody who got mutated, roll a d8 for me.
This could be the kind of mutation.
Yeah.
Maybe you could be like an X-Men, maybe not all that.
Metal control.
Hey, got an 8. Big numbers. Big roll.
Okay. All right. So you guys finish off this thing. Matt, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 6.
Rolled a 6. Oh, okay. All right. So you guys finish this thing off, and you're all like hacking and coughing from this weird breath that it had, right? And Matt, you're like really like like really coughing hard and stuff, and you pull your hand away from your nose, and it has grown into a kind of rubbery tentacle. You kind of have like a little trunk in the place where your nose used to be.
Wow.
I can just hear it.
That's an easy one.
Jason,
That's an easy one. Yeah.
Jason, your skin starts flaking and stinks. So basically, you have full body psoriasis.
Oh, Jesus.
Write that down. But
Nice.
but Sir Dieter gets done coughing, and you guys look. He's like, "Did anything happen to me?" He's got a third eye on his temple over here that just opens up. And it's like the eye of Sauron. It's like a black eye with a red slit, and it's just looking around. He's like, "What is it? Am I mutated, lads? Am I okay?"
Nope, I think you're fine, Sir Dieter.
And we'll find out what happens. We'll find out what happens next time on 11-Foot Pole. Join us in 2 weeks. All right, guys. Well, that was...